going to happen to your terrors. The problem that's around you and the situations that's trying to take you out. The situations that's trying to destroy you and take you away from what God is wanting to do. But you're going to have to press your way in. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's going to be a faith walk, and it's going to be you pressing your way in. You're going to have to get yourself up. Quit standing still, laying down, or being like David. I can imagine David laying there in his bed praying that prayer going, Lord, what's wrong? I'm so depressed. Why is my enemies gaining? And why ain't I gaining? When he wrote that. You know, I was thinking I was watching TBN and they was talking about John on Patmos Island writing Revelations. He was the only man on that island. And he wrote that book. Now, how did somebody find that? How did somebody find the book of Revelations? Because God wanted them to. He wrote it, the vision. It ain't like that somebody came over and said, give me the book of Revelations. God said that you got it. Where's that? He had nobody. His penalty for serving God was to be cast on an island all alone. By himself. And on that island he could see them 7 cities lined up. And as God revealed those 7 cities, He revealed time and age. And the last one He seen was the Laodicean church, the lukewarm church. The church period we're in now. And He wrote what God showed Him to write. And as He wrote those things, you think about that. The man probably died, it was laid up. And years later, somebody come on that island and found that. And read that and went, oh my God. And it became part of the canon, or the Bible is what it's called. Became part of it. God knows what He's doing. He knows exactly what He's doing. I'll close with this, Proverbs 16:7. Word says this: when a man's ways please the Lord, He maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. Those terrors, those situations around us will be at peace. They won't bother you anymore. They'll leave you alone. When we cross over Jordan and we do what God asks us to do, those enemies are going to disappear. Oh, there'll be more situations. I'm not telling you that the rest of the road's going to be a golden street. I ain't going to lie to you. Anytime you follow the truth, you preach the truth, there's going to be persecution. But as you grow through it and you learn through it, you won't let it bother you. Because if things like it happened here a few months ago would have been when I first became a pastor, who knows what I'd have done. Because I was a little runny, didn't know much learning. May have said a few stupid things. But as you grow, you learn. As you go through experience of life, you learn, don't you? Well, it's time for us with the experience of life that we've went through. And I hope today you looked at your enemies, at what's still in your life. Because Jesus clearly said, and He gave us the definition in John 10:10. He came to give life and give it more abundantly. But the enemy come to steal, kill, and destroy. So that's your clear definition of what your enemy is. Your enemy is Satan, and we all know that. So he come to steal, kill, and destroy what? Life. If you got anything that's taken life from you, life is experience with God, is uplifting with God, is the fruits of the Spirit, is the great things of God. That's life. And if anything is stealing that from you, then that's your enemy. No matter what it is. Those tares that he's planted out there, that's your enemy. Those things that's bothering you, that's keeping you from really worshiping God, that's your enemies. That's your enemies. And God wants you to recognize it's time to fight them. It's time to go forward and fight them. The angel went before us. Has done prepared the way. God spoke how this was going to happen 3 years ago. You don't think He could send an angel already before us? You don't think He could already pave the way? He sent John the Baptist 6 months before Jesus. to make Jesus' way straight, to prepare the way for Jesus. So I'll guarantee you 6 months before, there was an angel already sent for things already we're going to do tomorrow. And the next day, and the next day, if the Lord tarries. He's done prepared the way for us. He's done prepared for us to cross paths with people that will fill this church. But the only way you get people saved is seed must be sowed, and that seed must be watered, and then it's got to be reaped. And they all rejoice together. But if we let our enemies and our terrors continue to hold us like David, guess what we're going to do? We ain't going to sow no seed, and we ain't going to water no seed. We ain't going to go nowhere. And we definitely ain't going to strap on our armor, like he said, and go fight. We're going to sit there and take it from Satan all day long, sitting at home, worried about our husband cheating on us, or worrying about our bills, or worrying about this and that. And as Jesus said, who can change one cubit with their thoughts? Who can change one situation with your thoughts? You can't change nothing except for your relationship with God. That's all you can change with your thoughts. Where are you at tonight? Is your enemies and your terrors and things bothering you because we slept through some situations and the enemy raised these terrors up against us? It's time that we get prepared to reap the fruit, reap the wheat when we cross over Jordan. It's time to go to war against Satan. All out war against him and put him in his place. Or to stand and take it. Or back up in the corner and beg for mercy from him. And if you think he's going to give you mercy, you're crazy. Because that man's going to laugh at you the whole time he makes you feel miserable. He's going to laugh at you the whole time he's stealing your life from you. Yeah. And he's going to laugh at you the whole time that you go to hell. Right now he's laughing at billions that's in hell right now. Laughing at them. Going, why'd you listen to me, you idiot? Why'd you listen to me? You had a chance. You had the power. There's a lot of church people right now in hell. They are. People that sit in church is in hell right now. They're in hell. And had the power to put him in his place. Had the power to put him down. Had the ability to tell him what to do, instead of letting him tell them what to do. Had the power to get up out of their seat and worship God, instead of sit there with their eyes and you could see it in the misery. Oh, what am I here for? Everything's all to pieces. God don't hear me, just like David said. I ain't got no hope. My enemies are gaining. They're getting stronger and I'm getting weaker. Ain't nothing going the right way. It's all pitiful. Pitiful. When God's saying you're equipped with everything you need, when you going to stand up, David, and fight? When you going to stand up and listen to me, David? When you going to know that all things work to good? When you going to know that there's power in my name? When you going to know that greater is you than's in the world? When you going to fight back? When you going to go? Or are you going to keep letting him push you around? Well, tonight it's up to us. And I really think he's going to keep telling us that until we quit looking at our enemies, he's going to keep telling us quit looking at our enemies. Quit letting them hold us back. Get our mind on him and on the vision. Get our mind on it. Get into prayer and fasting. Get a relationship with him. He's going to keep telling us, why ain't you doing it? Why ain't you doing it? Until we reach Easter. He'll keep doing it. Till we decide to fight back. Have you been fighting back? Or have you just been swinging your sword like this? Just barely swinging around? Or have you been swinging it with authority? Coming at him with everything in you saying, God said no. You got to go. That's the difference in war. If you was really going to go fight against somebody big as Will and you had a sword, would you just barely swing it? Or would you swing it with everything behind you? Would you swing it to cut him hard as you could cut him? Or would you just barely swing it to just barely tap him? When you go to war, you swing that sword with both